Fire on your health tonight. Building a better flu shot. Researchers say at Pfizer that they have done it. They're using mRNA platform for a vaccine. So joining us right now is a familiar face here at Channel 5, Dr. Todd Ellerin from South Shore Health. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Eddie.
So here's question one. You just read through Pfizer's sheet, right? The study in the New England Journal of Medicine. So how are you? How do you feel about the results? Let me ask you what your reaction to
I think they're excellent results. When you look at this as a large study, right? Tens of thousands of patients randomized to a single dose of the mRNA flu vaccine versus a standard flu vaccine.
Right.
And in fact, the mRNA vaccine was superior in effectiveness. It was roughly about a third more effective in preventing flu-like illness. And by the end of the season, it was nearly 30% more effective. So that's above and beyond the effectiveness of the standard vaccine.
Any side effects or any safety concerns?
Yeah, there were more side effects, as one might expect with mRNA vaccines. Most of them are local injection site reactions, pain, things like that, swelling, fatigue, a little bit more fevers, nothing unexpected. There wasn't any significant adverse events. No significant increase in severe adverse events. It's very important.
So if the new flu shot is better than the one that we have right now, how soon can we get it?
And that's the key question. And it's really important. Not only is it more effective, but the mRNA vaccine is more nimble. You can manufacture it much more quickly than the standard. The standard vaccine typically takes 6 to 9 months to make. Whereas with the mRNA, you could make it in 2 or 3 months. Why is that important? Because like right now, we have a flu vaccine that's circling the world that shows mutations, and that's not in our current vaccine. So to have a vaccine like this would be important. How quickly? Typically, after you see a phase 3 trial released in the New England Journal of Medicine, you expect FDA approval in a short period of time. We'll have to see what happens. The answer is it's unclear.
So let me use my own schedule as just in the basis of this question. I got the regular flu shot, maybe a month, 6 weeks or so ago, right around Halloween. When was that? A month ago. So, I've already gotten the first one, and should I get the second one if and when it becomes available?
Well, first of all, it's unlikely that the mRNA vaccines for flu will be approved this season.
There you go.
That's unlikely. And no, the recommendation would not be to get an additional shot. It's one shot during the flu season.
Great, Dr. Ellerin. Thank you.
Good to see you.
I know we will not see you before, so have a happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
Great to see you.